All right, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is CarChanneledTarot. Welcome if you're new here, welcome back if you are returning. We are going to be doing a pick a card reading. I haven't done one in a good minute, so hopefully you guys enjoy this. Okay, give me 1 second. Sorry about the mic. Hold on. I'm hearing something beep. I don't know what that is, okay? But I will show you the options in just 1 second, okay? Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you have not already, okay? And if you would like a personal reading and a chance to win 5 free personal reading questions, you do have to join my live for personal readings, okay? And you got to email me after you pay for your questions, because if I don't get your email, how am I going to contact you, okay? So make sure to do that. All the instructions are in, I'm going to post them again in the community tab, okay, for the raffle. So I do that every month. Just a little announcement. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, everything should be good now. Okay, so that being said, let's get into the reading. I'm going to show you the options. All right, let me just make sure, and I'll timestamp it, of course, like I always do. Okay, and I think I'm going to do 4 piles. Okay, so there can be an extra message or whatever. Okay, more options for you guys to choose. All right, so this is going to be pile number 1 is the tape. Okay. Somebody's name could be Tate, like Tate. Okay. Just a channel message. But let's see. So yeah, this is going to be pile number 1. I'm going to put them a little bit back. Okay. That's pile number 1. This is going to be pile number 2. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure they fit on the screen. That's pile number 2. Okay. Pile number 3 is the little sage over here. Okay. And I'm going to do 4 piles. Okay. So 1 second. And pile number 4 is going to be our cinnamon, okay? So those are the options, left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll give you guys a second to meditate on the options, okay? I'm not going to jump right into it because I want you guys to meditate on which, one is calling you, okay? Use your intuition, or you could just pick a number 1 through 4 if that's easier for you, okay? But pick which one stands out to you the most, all right? And I do not recommend picking more than 2 piles because then you're going to get confused, okay? So let's see. Make sure the sound's all good. Okay. Should be good, should be good. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And I will be doing a Cash App Live tonight, okay? So make sure to, it's already posted. You should be able to click notify me, okay? So I'm going to take these away. All right. All right, so let's start with pile number 1, okay? And I will leave timestamps after, okay? Because I feel like most of y'all will see this after I post it, okay? So let's see. Pile number 1. Why did the person, also, by the way, this is just a message for if you're dating somebody new or if you are already seeing somebody and you're wondering, like, if they're telling the truth, or, sometimes it's good to know why people broke up, like what caused the ending, did it get that bad or did it end mutually, it's something like that, okay? So hopefully this gives you more clarity when it comes to that. So let's see. Pile number 1 is going to start at 5 minutes. Okay, perfect. Okay, so pile number 1, why did the person on your mind or that you're dealing with and their ex. Why did your person break up with their ex? And like I said, it could be flipped, okay? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general reading, okay? It's not just for you, it's for everybody, okay? So let's see. So pile number 1, why did the person you're dealing with and their ex break up? Somebody wasn't moving fast enough, okay? Somebody took too long. Somebody could be 55 years old. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, Aquarius, who else is spring? Aries, okay? You could be dealing with those signs. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so your person and their ex broke up because there was somebody in their situation was too quote unquote demanding, okay, and somebody wasn't moving fast enough, okay. This person and them could have had kids, or they could have a kid, okay. But I feel like somebody was not helping out with the children enough, okay. Like somebody, this is giving, for example, the stay-at-home mom, she works her ass off, and the one time that she asked her husband, hey, can you just watch the kids for like 5 minutes, while I go take a shower, um and the husband just wouldn't do it, or the boyfriend just wouldn't help, it's something like that. So I feel like a reason that your person and their ex broke up is literally because somebody was not helping out enough, somebody wasn't moving fast enough, somebody was too slow, somebody was kind of just like, it sounds like they're checked out, okay. Like somebody was not emotionally engaged in this situation, okay. Let's see. Yeah, moon reversed. Literally someone was not emotionally there, like somebody was checked out, okay. Look, yeah, confirmation, post office delivery reversed. Okay. So there's some sort of like communication issue, okay, that just was not getting fixed between you, not you, your person and their ex, okay? So there definitely was communication issues. And when it comes to like helping out with their family or their baby mama, baby daddy, either or, there was some sort of constant asking, like, can you do this, please, I'm asking you for help, like just for 5 minutes, it's something like that, okay. So let's see, let's get a couple more. These are going to be kind of short, and yeah, over time they built resentment for each other, or whoever was asking for help and not getting the help that they need or wanted from their partner, they obviously, held a grudge, and eventually it got to the point where, it wasn't love anymore, okay. Yeah, look, somebody was not in this situation for the long haul, okay? Let's see. Yeah, something became too challenging. They weren't moving forward, okay? And I feel like somebody wanted to be free. I feel like the person who was kind of emotionally checked out, that person wanted to be free, okay? Let's see. Yeah, somebody also could have had an issue with like temptation. So somebody could have stepped out and excuse me, in this situation, okay? Somebody may also not want, may have not wanted to admit that they stepped out. Like somebody could have lied about cheating or seeing somebody else, okay. Yeah, and eventually, yeah, same shit, different day. Okay, so I'm gonna get one more, and then we're gonna go to pile 2. Yeah, something was not transpiring between these two people. So a little advice, pile number 1, for whoever you're dealing with or thinking about this person, think about if you wanted something long term with them. If they treated their ex like this when they have a whole child, even if it's not a child, it could be the dog, it could be just in general, can you help me do something? I'm busy, I've been working my ass off, da 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 da, man or woman, and their needs were still not met, so consider that, okay? Pile number 1, do not ever be one of those people who's like, oh, well, just because they did it to her doesn't mean it's going to happen to me. Do not be a dummy bitch, okay? I'm just saying, don't be one of those idiots, okay? This person also could have liked to have a lot. not have. They could like to party a lot, okay? That could have also been an issue. Like somebody was always partying. The person who was checked out was always partying, going out, having fun, instead of like helping their actual baby's mom or doing things around the house. You know, they would rather party first and then go home and not do anything to contribute, okay? Let's go to pile two. Mm-mm-mm. All right, let's go to pile two. Mm-mm. All right, pile number two. Let's see. Okay, 1 second. And I will timestamp it, like I said before. Okay, so pile number two. Let's see. Why did the person on your mind and their ex actually break up? Why did the person on your mind and their ex actually break up? Somebody took too many trips, okay? Somebody took way too many trips, or they were always just on the road, they were away. And it could be for work too, you know. But somebody felt like somebody was not emotionally present enough, or when somebody would go on trips or, you know, work business trips or whatever you want to call it, this person or their girlfriend or boyfriend would get anxiety, and that caused a lot of issues, okay? So being away from their partner was a problem, okay? Even if it was for work. Yeah, look, it literally could be for work, okay? Someone could have a factory job, or somebody could work like, I'm hearing overseas, assembly line in a some sort of industrial type of thing, okay? So somebody was away too much. Let's see. And the distance would cause or create anxiety, okay? Also, somebody, there could have been some sort of like religious or spiritual belief differences, okay? That could have also been a reason why your person and their ex broke up, because someone, or okay, it also could be that someone refused to see something that was clearly happening. Like, you know, picture somebody saying like, I don't know what you're talking about. Why would you think that I'm doing that? Like it's giving gaslighting, you know? And this person could have known that they were doing that person wrong, but they chose to lie about it. You know, it's something like that. Okay, let's see. So why did your person and their ex actually break up? So it sounds like it was your person's fault. Yeah, look, patience. Somebody, this, your person, whoever you're thinking about or dealing with, they wanted like their ex to wait on them. And that's just not what you do. If you're not giving at even emotionally in a situation, you gotta give something. Otherwise, be single. Because if you're in a relationship where you never see your partner, you never like, you know, even if this person is like outside the house, you don't come home for 3 days. If I'm telling you right now, if it was me, you would not be my person. You don't come home for what? Days? That's insane. You are no longer my person. Okay. So something like that could have happened. Okay. This person was away too much, even if it's not like on an actual trip. There was distance. They chose to be away. They knew their partner was having anxiety about it. You know, um, they could have said like, "Oh, I'm at work," or "I'm doing work stuff." And even if this person was at work, they chose work and not comforting their partner over the relationship. Like that's ultimately the downfall, or that was the downfall. This person could have been working a lot too for you know, because they were financially not okay. Okay, we have penny pinching. So even if somebody, that's the hard part, you know, about relationships and stuff, cuz I'm seeing something here where like the man goes to work, but he's never home. And the woman or whoever it was wanted time. She wanted time, energy, love, to feel loved. Someone felt very unloved, you know, because their partner is always at work. And yes, while money does pay the bills, um, if you're never there for your partner, like, you know, what's the point? You know, that's why some men got to realize, like, yeah, you should be stable. That's a given. And you should provide as a man. But if you're never actually emotionally there for your woman, if you're not calling her, even if you have to be away, you got to call her, you got to make sure she's okay, you got to be there in some type of way to make her feel secure enough in that connection with you. Otherwise, she's going to feel alone and single, while being with you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's something like that. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like something was like very virtual. Okay. This could be like a long distance relationship too. Because we have creator. Could be a Libra involved. Okay. Indecision. I feel like somebody knew what one of these people, whether it was your person, I think it was, like I said, I think it's their ex. Their ex knew exactly what they wanted with this person, but your ex, oh, this could be your ex, their ex, who also could be your ex for some reason, okay? Maybe you're looking at a relationship from the outside that you already were in, but like maybe your ex is dating somebody else and they broke up, okay? So that's complicated. Anyway, something like that could be going on for pile number 2, okay? But anyways, one of these people knew what they wanted and the other person was like acting very indecisive or in and out, okay? Let's see. Somebody could be from the West Coast too, or have I'm hearing ties. Could be Italian people, okay? I'm hearing ties to the West Coast in the USA, okay? Or somebody could be from the like out west. I don't know what that's about, okay? But let's see. Yeah, look, somebody already knew what was going on. Like even if this person said, even if their ex said, I know you're at work. I know this, I know that, but I still miss you. I still want to see you. I still want to da 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 da. Like, I never get time with you. I barely can talk to you on the phone because you always have to go back to work or you're tired. I don't get time with you. You know, it's something like that. This person could have known what the person on your mind was doing, right? But it still wasn't emotionally fulfilling. Okay, I hope that makes sense. That's why I say, like, love is not enough and money is not enough. You got to have both. Yeah, personal development. Okay, this person was more focused on building what they wanted for themselves. Okay, so sounds like, bad timing. Yeah, and this person also refused, the person on your mind also refused to, look at their actions and how it's affecting them. So it's kind of sounds like this person was a little bit heartless to whoever they used to date. It could be towards you too. Okay, let's go to pile 3. All right, let's see. And if you're just joining, make sure to like the video. Okay, I will timestamp it afterward. Whoa, I'm hearing that slipping through my fingers all the time song. Okay, let's go to pile 3. 1 second. All right, pile 3. Let's see. All right, so pile 3. Why did the person on your mind and their ex actually break up? Let's see. Oh, somebody got snaked. Okay, this could have happened really recently. Hopefully it's not today. What the heck? Okay, something could have happened, like I'm talking about in the last couple of days, today. Somebody could be going through a breakup like right now. Okay, maybe you don't know that. Yeah, somebody got snaked. Somebody feels like they were betrayed or they were betrayed. Okay, it could have been on a break too. Like, you know how Ross and Rachel from Friends, they were like, we were on a break. Okay. This is like one of those situations, pile 3. Okay, so somebody could, like I said, somebody feels like they were betrayed. I mean, I feel it does feel like a betrayal, because if y'all agree that, okay, we're just going to take a break, we're not necessarily like broken up, somebody did something on that break. Okay, someone did something shady, someone did something deceptive on that break. Because if you don't clarify, okay, we're breaking up and then maybe we'll get back together, that's different. But if you say, like, we're on a break, excuse me, if you say we're on a break and you go cheat, you cheated, like, the fuck? Okay, so something like that could be happening, pile three. Let's see. Why did your person and their ex actually break up? Yeah, somebody was having like, oh my god, somebody was having a ball. Somebody was like, yeah, I'm free. Yay. Somebody could have wanted to break up. Okay. I'm sorry, that's not funny for your person, but I feel like somebody was happy to leave, to get broken up with. They did something. What did they do? Let's see. This person was like waiting to get broken up with. Okay, so it sounds like this person didn't really want to be in this situation anymore. Yeah, look, holding on reversed. Holding on reversed, okay? Literally, somebody was like, all right, Lord Jesus, can I, as soon as I get out of this, I know exactly where I'm going. Like, that's crazy. That's actually wild, okay? So this person could, yeah, and that made somebody real mad. Somebody was happy to be free, and their partner or their ex was very pissed off. I don't know who to. I'm not choosing sides either, but I'm just saying, like, if you're not happy, yeah, I understand being happy that you're finally free. But if you're the person, you know, wanting to keep the relationship, this person didn't feel loved. I feel like that's a lot of reasons why people end up breaking up is they don't feel appreciated, loved, recognized, somebody's not changing. But this is a situation where like they were on a break and somebody went and did something behind somebody's back. They had a good time doing it too. And that ultimately, let's see, did this, I mean, clearly, let's see, did this person find out? Someone could have got snitched on. Like your person could have got snitched on, or whoever cheated on a break could have got snitched on by like somebody around them that likes to have attention. So this is like a friend or a cousin. They're like, yes, let me go tell so and so's girlfriend or so and so's boyfriend that I knew what they were doing. Yeah, he did fuck that girl. She did go suck his dick. It's something like that. And then their person found out. I feel like it was through a third person. It could be like a family member that this person's ex found out, or your ex found out. Why do I keep saying your ex? Some of y'all are wondering about your ex. Yeah, somebody relayed that information. Okay. This could be somebody who rides a bike, okay? Or this person could have a bike, a motorcycle. Like somebody was happy to snitch. I So let me see. Why was this person happy to snitch? Like I said, I feel like the person that snitched likes attention. Um, we have clout hungry. What are they tired of? Oh, somebody, whoever snitched, even if it was like a family member of this person's family member or look, breakup. This person's family member or cousin or friend or whoever, they were happy to tell on this person because they're tired of seeing them like do people wrong or this person wrong. They got tired of that. I hope that makes sense. They were like, I'm tired of seeing my homeboy cheat on this girl or cheat on women or mistreat women. I'm tired of seeing my family member mistreat men or mistreat women, whichever way it is. So somebody was like, fine, now fuck it, I'll snitch. I'm tired of seeing it. Somebody feels like this is their karma. Oh my God. Okay, let's see. Yes, somebody was tired of seeing their friend, their cousin, whoever do people wrong, like do people dirty in the shadows. And I feel like whoever your person was dating, they had an inkling that this person was doing something behind their back, but they just weren't sure exactly like what it was. And that's where the family member, the friend, the snitch, whoever it is, comes in and says like, I'll tell you what happened. If she won't tell you, I'll tell you. Okay, so whew, that sounds messy. Okay, and copycat. This could be like a friend who wanted. This is giving the friend that's jealous of their homeboy who always gets the girls, you know. Or it could be a woman too. It could be a friend that was jealous of her friend, and she low key was tired of her friend getting all the dudes, you know. So she was like, "Fuck it, I'm a snitch." Okay, it's something like that. Look, and girl fight. Okay, this could have caused like a, hopefully not a physical fight, but definitely for women to be arguing, you know. Okay, let's go to pile 4. This is kind of interesting. Yeah, look, somebody made a bad choice, pile 3. All right, pile 4. Let's see. Come on now. All right, pile number 4. Why did the person on your mind and their ex actually break up? Why did the person on your mind and their ex actually break up? Okay. Somebody wanted to play too many games. Okay. Could be a Taurus. A Taurus was too, I'm hearing too playful, but in a way where it was like manipulative. Like somebody was always cracking jokes, or somebody wasn't taking someone or something seriously. Okay. Yeah. And that caused a lot of obstacles. Also, someone refused to speak up about a certain situation or like the tougher things. Somebody also could have dealt with like mental health issues, okay? That could be a reason why they broke up. Damn, excuse me. And if somebody dealt with like any of these issues with this person, I feel like they stayed together for a lot longer than they should have. Like something could have happened early on in the connection and they chose to stick around each other, like they were attached, like there was a codependency issue as well. Somebody also could be a stalker, pal 4. Somebody could have stalked somebody, and there also could have been legal issues dealing with this situation. So they broke up because it was too much. Like it got bad. Yeah, coffin. What the fuck? Hopefully no one like passed away from this. Clarify the coffin card here. Why did this person and their ex break up? Okay. So somebody also could have had like fake accounts message. It's giving harassment. It's giving harassment. Um, this person, I'm literally hearing like they could have treated somebody like a bitch, like their little bitch, man or woman. Like somebody had this like ego trip or like a power trip. They got off on like being disrespectful to their partner to the point where like it could have. Ooh, I would get away from this person, Paul, for because I feel like somebody was in a situation where it could have got worse. Because I'm looking at this coffin card too. It could have got worse. If the person's not actually passed away, it could have gotten like to that point. You know, this is giving like an abusive situation, you know. I'm seeing like the Joker, like somebody laughing while they're doing something real heinous, you know. So be careful. Why did I just hear, I'll get you, bitch? Okay, like somebody really could be abusive. They broke up because this person's abusive, or somebody was abusive to them. Take it how it resonates. Look, I'm telling you, look, we have fear. Somebody was like legit scared. This is like abuse. This is abuse. Something could have gone, for some of you, it could be like a situation where somebody did end up passing away because of this person, or vice versa. I do not like picking up on messages like that, but I'm going to say it anyways, okay? Somebody, if the person's not actually passed away, they could have almost, been in that type of situation if they had stayed any longer. I'm also getting a situation where like somebody got love bombed. Somebody could have been love bombed. If you don't know what that means, go look it up. Somebody also pretended to be like a leader, a stand-up person, a stand-up man, a stand-up woman, and somebody like literally was the opposite of whatever they portrayed themselves to be. Like somebody made themselves to seem like a really good person, a very stable person. And then when they got deeper in the connection, they realized, oh, you're everything but, and you're actually psychotic. It's like you're abusive. Now, how do I get out of this? It's that type of thing. Okay, so let's see. Pile number 4. Why did the person on your mind and their ex actually break up? This is why I'm doing that reading, or this reading. Yeah, photograph. I feel like there's pictures of this person. Who? This. I swear, when I do pick a card, sometimes I pick up on like certain stuff that I'm like, is this about a passed on person? Because I feel like I'm getting something about that. This is like somebody who ended their lover, or there's something to do with water, drowning. This is really dark, pile number 4. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would get away from this person. I don't know who you're thinking about or dealing with, but there's some sort of like, I'm hearing mystery. But at the same time, the messed up thing is like, I feel like whoever you're thinking about, their partner or your person went back because they still felt loved in a way. It's sometimes abusive situations are sick like that. I think I said, who did I say that to earlier? A few days ago, like the person who can heal you is also the person who can destroy you. It's something like that. I said that the other day. That's something like that going on in this situation. So if you know anybody who has an ex who passed away, or you might want to look deeper into that. Yeah, somebody could be lying about that too. Somebody could say like, oh, somebody passed away from addictions. They don't know what happened. What the fuck? Playa. Somebody could have also found out like about this person's like speaking to other people, seeing other people. Like somebody could have been a cheater. And they definitely got the... Yeah, somebody was also always chasing like either somebody older or somebody younger. Somebody that didn't feel pretty enough or handsome enough anymore. And I feel like somebody got sick of it. That's real sick. Yeah, giving too much. I know this is going to sound crazy, but I just thought of like Chris Watts. I don't know if I'm picking up on anything like that, but it sounds similar. Because I just heard like somebody could have been was supposed to show up at work that day. I know a lot of cases are similar, but I just heard like Chris Watts. Somebody didn't show up to work, or somebody could have lost their job because of this person. Yeah, somebody could have been like a teacher too, or just very young. Somebody could have been very young. So why did this person and their ex break up, pile 4? am I hearing this is what dreams are made of? Remember that? Hey now, hey now. From the Lizzie McGuire movie or whatever. I don't know, maybe someone liked Lizzie McGuire. Somebody could be blonde and petite. And criticizing, like somebody was always being criticized by their partner. Okay, so Pile 4, your reading is kind of confusing because I feel like I'm starting to pick up on somebody who's like no longer here. And I know that's not the case for everybody who's going to pick Pile 4, but like I said, if the person is still here on Earth, you know, something could have happened to that, to the point where maybe they did almost end up, you know, in the upper room. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Pile 4, be careful. Okay, so take it how it resonates. Somebody also could have proposed to this person, like they could have been married or almost married, engaged. There also could be something to do with like transportation, a train station. Something could have happened near a train station, or this person lived near a train station or lives near a train station. And I feel like this person, I'm telling you, this is like an investigation, y'all. This is like, what do they call it? Fatal attraction. Somebody was in love, and to the point where like they did something real fucked up. I know that sounds twisted, but that's what I'm saying. It's like fatal attraction. You know what fatal means, right? Someone also could have tried to trap somebody with a baby. Let's see. Let's get a couple more, and I'm going to wrap this one up because this one sounds kind of spooky, Pal 4. This is literally giving, if I can't have you, no one can. And something about transportation. I don't know what that's about. A car, a train, a bus. Maybe this person was always taking the train, or they, like I said, they could have had car issues. This is like a case. Pal 4. This is like a case. Why did they break up? I feel like you don't want to hear me say that either. I'm sorry if I'm triggering anybody. I'm not meaning to. Somebody also could have had really fake friends. I'm looking at karmic friends. Somebody was very beautiful too, but they had a really bad friend group or friends around them. This goes really deep. I'm not going to get all the way into it because that's not the purpose of this reading, but I feel like I've said enough to the point where I feel like y'all should know not to deal with whoever the hell you're dealing with. As long as it's vice versa, okay? As long as it's vice versa. Because if your person experienced this, I would still stay away. I would still stay away. Because this is something legal as well. Like the cops could have been involved at some point. We're still involved. All of my readings are timeless, okay? So keep that in mind. But that's what I got for y'all, okay? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you guys want me to do more PickACard readings, let me know in the comments, okay? I like to hear from you guys as long as you're not saying anything rude, okay? And I'll do a Cash App Live later, $6 mini readings, $12 full. And if we are doing the raffle too, so if you want a chance to win 5 free personal reading questions at the end of the month, you have to enter the personal reading lives, okay? So that being said, you guys have a wonderful day. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? And I will see y'all later, okay? Let's see, I will timestamp it after. And I will leave also in the comments the private personal reading prices, okay? But they're always in my bio, okay? That will never change. All right? You guys have a good one. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Bye. I will be on here around 8:30 tonight for personal readings live, okay?